I wanted to get into a little bit of the equal pay dispute. It moved along a bit during the pandemic. Obviously, you're pushing for women's national team to have equal pay as the men's team, which to me seems like a total no-brainer. Unfortunately, a federal judge rejected the players' claims last month. But what happens now? Are you able to continue the appeal through this pandemic? Do things keep moving forward?
Honestly, I do not have the most up-to-date information on this to really talk a lot about what will happen in the court case.
Yeah.
I can talk about equal pay on a high level and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, explain to people who are listening, like where this whole thing stemmed from. I mean, if there's an elevator course on it, we I would love to hear it myself.
Yeah, so I think, when we first started talking with U.S. Soccer about our collective bargaining agreement, we really wanted to do a very fair revenue split. Whatever revenue we brought in, we wanted to split it with U.S. Soccer.
Mhm.
And that was a non-starter. And to me, that seems like the most fair way to go about this. And I think what people don't understand is that on the men's side, there are a lot of clubs that they all play for clubs that, unfortunately for us, but fortunately for them, pay them millions of dollars a year. And so they have this security that we do not have when we play club soccer.
Yeah.
And so to ensure the viability and long-term success of the women's national team, we knew that we needed to have contracts that paid us money on a salary, and we know when we're going to get it, so we can have stability to train and peace of mind. Because without peace of mind on your finances, how can you possibly be the very best that you can be for your country and for your employers, you know? So we had to set up our contracts a bit differently, our CBA a bit differently than the men's side did. But I think when it comes down to it, what really matters is we're women and they're men. And just because we're women does not mean that we should be earning any less, especially when there's no obvious differences in the amount of revenue that we produce for U.S. soccer.
I agreed. I mean, it seems like that's the only, at least in the last few years, it's the only thing I'm following as a not fully engulfed soccer fan. But I mean, like I get engulfed in the Women's World Cup and national teams. Like those are the things that bring in the mainstream press.
Yeah, definitely. And to me, this isn't actually about equal pay. It's more about equal opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think no matter your gender or religion or color or sexual orientation or any of the things that make you other in our society, it shouldn't hold you back from the same opportunity as a man or a white person or a straight person or whomever, right? So to me, this is more about ensuring that everybody that comes after us on the women's national team has that same opportunity as a man does. I mean, we're talking about equal investment in the national team. We're talking about equal pay. We're talking about equal travel. We're talking about equal marketing. We're talking about equal opportunity to make a good life for ourselves through the game.
Especially with these postponements. I mean, it's a bigger time than ever to make sure that people are taken care of in the same way that the superstars are, that quote unquote superstars are that we pay in these $1 million ways. So I mean, I don't know who wouldn't be with you. So I'm giving you encouragement as if you need it. It's the common sense aspect to it.
Oh, well, thank you. I think a lot of people aren't with us, and that's what's hard.
Yeah.
But I know that there are so many that are. I think that a lot of times the negative voices sometimes drown out the positive ones.
Yeah.
So, we always need those positive backers, because when we hear from people like you and from other people that are being affected by this, then we want to keep going.
Sure.